Okay, so I just did this and I managed to delete it. My own stupidity. So I'm a little bit annoyed at myself right now, but I'll just have to do it again and talk about different things because it won't really be genuine if I try and repeat everything that I said the first time. Anyway, I'm so annoyed at myself. Okay, so this is the second part to, I think it's Monday, and it's still reasonably quiet. There are gaps in between the orders, so I think I do two deliveries. I catch up with Jack and talk to him about something that happened, an accident, and what else? Not a great deal else. I have footage as well from today. Today is Wednesday. I've got about an hour of footage today. Um, if I notice a massive decline in views on the Doing Deliveroo, I will stop doing them. I know a couple of people really like them, but if you guys are getting bored, then maybe I'll just do one a week or something like that. Let me know what you guys want anyway. I probably put about two. Check this out. Foot on the floor. Some of those scooter drivers are bonkers. I know that guy. He's fine, so I'm sure he would have been safe. Maybe he was playing up for the camera. I don't know. He's pretty cool. It's all good. So what was I saying? So yeah, if the views decline, or if you want them shorter, then tell me what you want. I'm just headed to, I think it's Pizza Express. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who checked out my new vlog channel, who viewed it, liked it, commented. Thank you very much. It's very hard to start up a new YouTube channel, and when I'm out of the country, I'm hoping to do some fun vlogs. So for anybody who likes my style or thinks that I have a style, then maybe I'll put a link in this video too. I had to delete the video that I made about that on this channel because I made a mistake in something that I said, and I thought instead of giving out incorrect information, I'll just delete it and remake it at a later date. But I basically have a new vlogging channel called Craigie Vlogs. It's just going to be about just random things, just a vlogging channel really. The first one I get very, very excited, and that's not in a sexual way, just excited as in a happy way. And today, I think I might be uploading it now, is my most adorable ever niece talking about president, or I think he's called the president-elect, isn't he? Because I don't think he's president until he's inaugurated. I don't know if that's the correct word. Talking about him. And since I'm among friends, I will mention that I'm very annoyed about that whole presidential thing. I'm not much of a gambler, I must admit. I typically don't gamble, but I had an email from a bookmaker giving me a free bet, and I thought, why not? So I put a fiver on Clinton because I thought, and the odds were terrible. They were really terrible because everybody thought that she was going to win. And America has proved that it is happier to have a crazy white guy than a woman. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but I really thought America was going to have its first female president. I really, really did. I don't know what's going to happen with the exchange rate now. Ours is terrible because of the whole euro thing, and now America, I'm guessing, is going to affect them. I guess it might be good for the pound. Anyway, I'm really, really, really going off track here. So, what did I talk about last time? I'm just loading up the bag and then I'm going to be off. So I can do this from memory, actually. Um, just going through some of the questions and emails from today. Emmett said that the centrally located camera is much better than how I had it before, and I said I can't really take credit for that. It was Maxwell who requested that. So thumbs up to Maxwell, because it is better, I'm not gonna lie. Any other criticisms, constructive or not, send them my way. I'm always happy to listen to people. So here it's quite amusing. You see the two guys in the high vis on the right? They're the Oracle security, and we're not supposed to be riding on this side. And in the last video, I drew an analogy between the Oracle security and Tyrannosaurus Rexi, I don't know. You could see that I slowed down completely. It seems that if you ride, or rather go very slowly and move with respect, they don't tend to give you any attention. But if you go erratically, then the Tyrannosaurus Rex will spot you and bite you or eat you or whatever. They don't, they just shout at you. I've only ever had one shout at me. No, sorry, no, well, he didn't really shout. They're just doing their jobs. I'm not criticising them in any way. On 2 occasions, I was, what's the word? Reprimanded? I don't know. One was when I was sunbathing on the riverside. And supposedly you can't wear your uniform and sunbathe in the Oracle. But you can if you're not wearing any kind of branded uniform. Which I guess is fine. They've got an image to look after, so yeah, whatever. And the second time was when I was parking my bike inside the Oracle. This lady has pink mudguards like me. I say mudguards, I actually only have one, because when I was fitting them to my bike, the wind blew and blew the front one in the river. I'm so annoyed that I accidentally deleted that. I wish I could blame Windows for that, but it was my fault. Anyway, let's talk about some of the stuff that I spoke about last time. My nephew and I have had an idea. When I was young, in Reading, there was one homeless man. And I can't be sure of this, but I think he was homeless by choice. His name was Lenny. Everyone knew him as Lenny. And he lived under the bridges in Cow Lane. If anybody from Reading hears the name Lenny and Cow Bridges Tramp, they probably know him. He came to a pretty inhumane end. Feel free to correct me, but if I'm not mistaken, this isn't a very nice topic for the video, but you'll see where I'm going with this in a second. I think somebody put petrol on him whilst he was sleeping and set him alight. Now that is really horrible if it was true. That could just be an urban myth. However, I don't know if other people have realised this, but there are now homeless people literally everywhere. Everywhere. It's just crazy. And the weather's getting really cold. And I don't think money is necessarily the answer, just idly giving money away because of alcohol and drug problems. But when it's cold, well, people need food all the time. But now that it's cold, hot food is like a band-aid, plaster, a paracetamol to complete unhappiness. I've slept in a tent at the bottom of Snowdon when the temperature dropped below 0, and at the moment the nights are below, I think it was below 3 last night. And that's just sheer misery. You can't sleep. When I did it, I was in 2 sleeping bags and I had to cover my face because my face hurt from the cold temperature. So my nephew and I just thought that we might, it would be great if somebody would give us money, but I don't think any charities would be interested because they do their own work. Tim's 16, so he hasn't got much money, and I'm paying off my credit card and trying to save for when I go away after Christmas. But we can both afford a tenner or so. See if we can get some cheap hot food. I'll come to an idea that I have about that in a second. I'm just about to make a delivery. Okay, and this lady was wearing kind of like pajamas, and she might have been angry if I showed her, so I just cut that out. I'm not saying she looked rough or anything, but who wants to be featured on a YouTube video wearing their pajamas? Not I. Well, I wouldn't really care, but most people wouldn't, especially a woman. I'm not being sexist there, but women typically are fastidious about their appearance. We're going to give her the benefit of the doubt and just say she wouldn't want to be featured on Craig's Deliveroo, doing Deliveroo time. Anyway, moving on. Going backwards to the idea. I've been told by someone who will remain nameless because I don't know if there's truth in it, that if you ask very nicely at certain restaurants wearing your Deliveroo uniform, you may be able to get a small discount. So, check out this guy. He's got so much room. Not this guy, the next one. So much room, and he's like, what do I do? That might be unfair. I probably should have let him go, but anyway. So, yeah, my plan was to maybe go into Mission Burrito and ask the manager and just say, hey, I want to buy some food for homeless people. Is there any chance that we could get a little bit of discount? And just see what they say. I don't think everyone should do that, and if you do, don't tell them I sent you. But that's what we're going to try to do. Just try and ease a little bit of misery, maybe. Whether you're in debt, whether you hate your job or whatever, if you have a roof above you, if you have water coming out of your tap and food in your cupboard. Okay, here, Jack's doing a trial, and the trial went straight on, and he turned left, and I thought that maybe the trial didn't see him turn left, but actually that's not what happened. I think the trial was over. So I'm just sneaking up on Jack. He rides a single speed. He's not man enough for fixed gear, but I'm not suggesting anyone should do this with fixed gear. There's not many people as stupid as my nephew, but he seems to love it. And Jack's just telling me that he had 2 trials, and in traffic a bus went into the back of one of them, and I think the bus messed up his derailleur. And Jack's now asking me what I think he should do, because he said he wanted to do something about it. And he said he didn't know if he should go to the police, and I said you could go to the police because that's driving without due care and attention, but I very much doubt the police would press charges based on personal experiences. Not that I've ever hit anyone, that I've been hit. What I said, that he also suggested going to the bus company, and I said that might be a better idea, because if the guy got a warning, he would be more likely to not do it in the future. Because I'm not saying I want the guy to lose his job. I don't even know if it was his fault, but based on what Jack was saying, I was just saying that if it's their problem, i.e. him losing his job, losing his income, his livelihood, he would be more likely not to hit a cyclist. That's my opinion. That isn't fact. But buses and lorries, I said this in the last video, just avoid buses. That guy who stopped in traffic beside a bus, he's just stupid. That's just a crazy thing to do. Either wait behind it or wait in front of it. Don't be messing with buses or lorries, heavy goods lorries. I think they kill the most cyclists. Poor visibility, big turning circle doesn't end well for us in a helmet. A cycle helmet is not going to protect you from a heavy goods vehicle. And going across zebra crossings, I always make a big deal about saying thank you, because I don't think cars should have to stop for cyclists, but I'm not complaining about it. Now, I don't have an order, but I'm just going for a ride around Reading, so I thought I would just share my ride. I think I'm just double checking to see if I have any orders. Yeah, so me and my nephew's going to make a few videos about giving food to homeless people. If anybody's got any ideas about that, then let us know. I suppose we don't even need to make a video about it, we could just give food to homeless people. I might start doing that tomorrow, actually. Maybe I could do like one a day or something. So, I think I found out yesterday that they're knocking down Homebase and Toys R Us in Reading to build more apartments. It's probably a good thing for Deliveroo's future, because apartments equals people, people equals food. It's quite funny. I just went past a student accommodation, and on multiple occasions, I mean, I'm not complaining, there's no skin off my nose. If anything, it's beneficial to me. But literally 100 meters away from KFC, and at least 3 times I have taken KFC to those student halls. You would have to be pretty busy. Oh, I suppose people work from home when they like have their office at home and they don't want to go out for lunch. So I suppose students can do it too. Just because I didn't waste money when I was a student, it doesn't mean other people shouldn't. Okay, so I'm just coming up to a really cool underpass going under Reading Station. This is the new Reading Station. I say no, it ain't that new anymore. It looks cool though. I love this. It's so smooth. You're not supposed to cycle under here, as the sign says, but I just cycle as close to the wall as possible and keep out of people's way. But it's so smooth, and obviously it's waterproof because there's a ceiling. I really want to take my skateboard down here. I should do that soon. Okay, and I'm just going to go over the new footbridge in Reading. I think I'll stop it after that, because, well, let's see. It's the old car park. So the footbridge, when they were building it, I thought it was absolutely absurd, because it's a footbridge. What Reading needs is another car bridge, because the traffic gets so heavy over Reading and Caversham bridges, because they're the only 2 bridges. The other one is in Sonning I, and the one next to that is bloody miles away. So Reading and Caversham Bridge get a lot of use from people coming from Oxford, just all over the show. So what they really need is another car bridge. But what they built was this footbridge, 100 meters away from another bridge. Oh, we just got an email. I wonder if that's a question. Should we check? Okay. So, I don't know if I mentioned, I think I did mention the other day that my buddy started doing this. I only found out after he'd started. He's got a YouTube channel too. He's pretty much a badass. He's called The Vegan Ape. And I just uploaded a video about my armband that I use, my Quadlock armband and case, and he said, yeah, the armband is probably the best choice rather than the bike mounted holder. And I agree. Not everyone does, but I do agree. So what I like about Reading, we have a couple of obstacles in Reading, which make this job a little bit harder. One being the Thames River, the other being the Kennet River and Canal, and the other one is the IDR, which is basically a ring road, dual carriageway. And they make it a little bit difficult to get around, but I actually really like living next to water, and I like the greenery, so I wouldn't change it. I do like rivers, lakes, oceans, and I actually quite like Reading. Lots of people criticise Reading, but it's been my home for a long time. Just don't like it in the winter. And I think I end it here. I don't know why I decided to show you so much of the park. Maybe I thought people needed to see a little bit more greenery. And now we're in KFC. So, funny story about experiences at KFC. See, I just went up to use the bathroom and I left my bag there. Probably shouldn't have left it there, but I play it loose and fast with my decisions sometimes. So, I will tell you the experiences which I've heard from people about KFC, and then I will tell you my personal experiences. So, recently, somebody mentioned in the group chat that KFC lost their... I won't say that, I'll keep it PG. Got angry or annoyed at somebody for having a box inside their bag. Now, typically, in our contract, I think it says that we're not allowed to keep things inside a bag apart from the food. However, unless you tell the drivers to carry hand disinfectant around with them or get them to wash their hands every time they make a delivery, every time they make a collection, we're touching dirty bikes, we're touching doors, etc., etc. So the hygiene element just is not there. Somebody had a box in their bag to keep the food upright. That shows initiative. That's a good idea. If it prevents spillages, it's beneficial to the customer, it's beneficial to Deliveroo, it's beneficial to the restaurant. So I don't know. Hang on a second. Sorry, just had a phone call. Yeah, so the box shows initiative. It's good for everyone. Another experience somebody told me about, well, actually I think I read it on the group chat. I don't think this was somebody personally telling me. They told me that somebody in KFC told them to have a shave. Now, I think they said that they looked scruffy or something like that. My personal experience is this. I don't shave every day. Sometimes I don't shave for 3 or 4 days. When I go into KFC, I must admit I've never had anything in my bag, but I just march straight to the front. Don't worry about if it's busy, don't worry about the queues, and typically within 10 seconds I'm walking out with the food. Personally, I would say that the staff in Reading, at least, are very, very... what's the word? They follow the rules. They really do. Like, they really follow the rules. And they seem to have a military efficiency to the way that they work. So, although I personally don't like KFC, it's just because I don't like the food. I don't have a problem with them. I get in, I get out, I go. And when KFC first signed up, I thought, oh great, another restaurant where we're not going to get tips. But I find the customers of KFC, they tip just as much as any other restaurant. So I have no complaints with KFC, apart from the fact I don't like the food. I wouldn't eat the food. So this next delivery, I think, is the end of the video. The next video that I upload, there is at least 2 continuous deliveries, so that goes a bit of, what's the word, continuity, consistency, I don't know. These ones have been a bit bitty because it has been a little bit quieter. I think it's kind of like peaks and troughs, and also when it comes to staffing, they work out how many staff they need and they adapt it based on whatever algorithms or personal decisions by the area managers. So I don't know if it's always going to be like this, but it tends to go like really, really busy, a little bit quiet, really, really busy, a little bit quiet. And it might be because of the amount of staff that they allocate onto the specific shifts. To be honest with you, I've never been that bothered, so I've never really noticed it. I have noticed that they've started to allocate more though, because in the in between shift there was only like 2 or 3 people, and now I noticed it's like 10. So I guess it's getting busier. That's a good thing for Deliveroo. So, like I say, depending on the amount of views, I may slow it down with these doing Deliveroo. So if anybody else has got any other requests for videos, or if you like these videos and you want more, then just tell me what you want. If you're getting a bit bored of these, then just say maybe do one a week, 2 a week, or something like that. Let me know. A good couple of hours goes into making one of these, even longer when I do a stupid thing like deleting the audio file. So this is a strange building. It's posh enough to not have house numbers on the doors. So what are we at? I've just got 2 more minutes left of this video. Just going to make this drop and go, and just to make a small what's the word, personal safety announcement. It had occurred to me, and I did get one message from somebody who shall remain nameless, that maybe I was encouraging people to make GoPro videos of their work and encouraging them to take bigger and bigger risks to make it more entertaining. That is a perfectly valid point. However, I think it's pretty clear that making it entertaining is a factor, but I try to do that more with the commentary than with the actual footage. I don't want to die, and I don't really want to encourage other people to do anything stupid. I think that comes across in what I do. So although that is a valid concern, I don't think it's a big deal. So all I'm going to say is I don't know what the contract says by Deliveroo about filming your work. I know we're self-employed, but they could always just choose to not give you any shifts. So if this is your livelihood, don't take a stupid risk like using a GoPro and filming your work, because it could backfire on you. If that is something you do, don't do anything stupid. Just use some common sense, I guess. And that is that for this video. Come back for the next one. Give me some comments, criticism, constructive or whatever. Take it easy, guys, and enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the video.